waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move.
Hello everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in for this Diwali makeup look. I'm going to be starting off with doing my brows first, and for that I used this APK brown gel and used a spoolie brush to comb my brow hair down, and then fill the sparse gaps with the help of an angled brush, and use the spoolie again and again as an intermediary step so that I do not get any harsh lines and the product is evenly distributed. Next, for carving my brows, I'm using this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C12, and with the help of a straight cut brush from Jessup, I just carved my brows and then spread the concealer evenly so that I get nice sharp brows. Also used in the middle of the brows so that I can give them proper definition. Once I'm done with that, for prepping my eyelids for the upcoming eyeshadows, I use the same concealer on my eyelids and then buff the concealer in with the help of this Yahweh concealer buffing brush. Then for the eyeshadow palette, I'm using the Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air, and with that orangey shade right into my crease first. And I'm just gonna be patting the color first and then slightly blending it, first patting it so that I get maximum pigmentation, using the transition shade on a nice blending brush and blending the harsh edges of the orange with the yellow so that I get a nice transition. Then I took that reddish burnt red color and again a little bit lower into my crease with the same patting motions first, and also added in my outer V, again blending. For carving my crease, I use the same concealer with the help of an angled brush and cut the crease. For the lid shade, I use the pink one from the same palette with the help of a flat shader brush and applied it onto the lid. This shade wasn't that pigmented, so I went in with the brown with a small petite brush and added it just about the crease cut so that it gives my hooded eyelids a bit of definition, and again added the same brown on the outer V and connected it to the crease line so that it gives me a nice fake crease. Then for the glitter part, I'm using this glitter glue which I got from AliExpress and this pink glitter, and added a little bit of glue and the glitter. I first tried using the brush, but that didn't work for me, so I used my pinky finger because I could adjust the pressure with it, and I was just pressing the glitter, and with a blending brush I just removed the glitter which was excess into my crease, also with the help of a spoolie. Again with that brown shade, I'm just adding a little bit on the outer V of the glitter so that they merge well and look together. Next, swiping away all of the fallout onto my face of that glitter with the help of a wet wipe. Then for priming my face, I used my Holy Grail Blue Heaven primer and rubbed it all over my face. For priming my lips as well, I use this Wadi Herbals lip balm. I freaking love this. So for the foundation, I'm be using the PAC HD liquid foundation. I'm the shade 3.0 and use this Yahweh foundation brush. I just love this brush for my foundation. I just love it. And then I just stippled the foundation all over my face with this and stippling motions so that I do not get any brush marks. For my concealer, I'm using the same C12 from Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define and added it under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, forehead, cupid's bow, around my smile lines and on my chin, and using a bigger concealer buffing brush and blended all of this in. Next, for my eyeliner, I just lined my lids with a really thin liner. I didn't want it to go overboard, and I used the sketch liner again from AliExpress, curled my lashes really well, and then used the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Curl Mascara and added to my natural lashes. Then for my lower lash line, I used the brown shade with the help of a smaller brush and then added it more concentrated to the outer 3/4 of my eye, and when very little bit is left, I move towards the inner corner of the eye. Then on a bigger fluffy brush, I used the again transition mustardy color and smudged the brown, then added this kohl in my waterline as well as tight line from Maybelline. It's the Colossal Kajal. And once I'm done with that, I use the champagne color from the same palette as my inner corner highlight, and I used it as my brow bone highlight as well, just dusting off all of the glitter from my face. And I use this Blue Heavens Sapphire Loose powder to just bake a little bit and set my concealer in place. For bronzing my face, I use the Kimuse bronzer and added it to my hollows of the cheek, a little bit on my temples, forehead and the jawline. I used a bigger fluffier brush for my temples so that I get a nice bronzy look going on. If you guys have any recommendation for nice bronzers for dusky skin, please let me know. I really looking out for some nice bronzers. My blush, I used this Focular Face blush and applied it to the apples of my cheek with a duo fiber brush from Jessup again. After that, for my highlight, I used the Revolution Pro Illuminate and applied it on the tops of my cheekbones for that inner glow, and also onto my eyebrow bones to give me that highlight, as well as added a little bit of it in my inner corner, as well as with a smaller brush on my bridge of the nose and the Cupid's bow as well. For my lips, I'm using the Wet n Wild Catsuit liquid lipstick in the shade Give Me Mocha with the lip liner by Miss Claire in the shade Chocolate, and filled in my lips with it. For completing the look, I added some lashes and this beautiful jhumkas which I got from a local market, and that's the finished look.